With WandaVision right around the corner, and that series introducing us to the MCU concept of the multiverse, we know that Doctor Strange and Spider-Man 3 will be picking up the pieces, and further adding and expanding those elements. So now, let's get into Marvel Studios CCO Kevin Feige talking about Spider-Man 3 and the clues being set up for the future. So I've noticed a lot of misunderstandings and confusion when it comes to Spider-Man 3. A lot of people said that Marvel Studios never confirmed that the third Spider-Man film would be a multiverse film, and they never confirmed it when it came to the Disney investors call, even though they did. Kevin Feige literally said it. People even took that quote, literally put it on videos like we did, and talked about it. It's everywhere, but people were still denying it for whatever reason. I guess it's one of these concepts where it's hard for people to believe, or maybe they just want to hear what they want and they're ignoring the facts out there. But thanks to the upcoming WandaVision TV series from Marvel Studios CCO Kevin Feige did get to talk a little bit more about the setups of WandaVision and what this leads into. So here is a direct quote, I will quote right now and put it up on the screen. So this is what he said in regards to the title of Spider-Man 3, the multiverse concept, and how the film is sort of working hand in hand with Doctor Strange 2. He said, and I quote, "The biggest clue is the title of the second Doctor Strange movie. That's the biggest clue on where the Multiverse of Madness is taking us and how we're exploring that. It's surreal to me that we're talking about Spider-Man 3. I worked on a movie called Spider-Man 3 many years ago, directed by Sam Raimi. I mean, this to me, again, is another confirmation of everything they've been saying over the course of the last month and a half, really, and things we knew. Things we've gotten reports of from actual sources, from Variety to Deadline to Hollywood Reporter. I mean, we know it's a multiverse film. We know that one thing that's going to unfold from WandaVision is leading directly into these two films, because that's literally what they said. Now, when he talks about it here, all sort of coming full circle with Spider-Man 3, because he worked on Spider-Man 3 with Sam Raimi, and then he talks about Raimi doing Doctor Strange 2, he's making those connections there about pretty much everything that's happened over the course of the last, well, decade plus since that moment. Since then, he went on and started Marvel Studios and didn't really have to go work hands-on with any of the Sony stuff after that. Look, whether people want to admit it or not, depend on whatever you perceive Spider-Man 3 to be, it's clear as day that it is a film that's tackling the multiverse. Now, how they do it and what pieces fall into it, and does it actually go to any of the fan speculation or different versions of Spider-Man that we've never really seen before being introduced, or how they handle it, that's still going to be up to anybody to guess. I mean, if you look at the plot of Avengers Endgame, nobody really could have guessed that one, because they went so far out with the quantum realm and all that. So it could be that type of scenario where we have no idea what the film actually is in any sort of a way, or any sort of connective tissue that we're making here between anything. It's just kind of how it might fall into place. And again, specifically, listen to that opening part of the quote. The biggest clue is the title of the second Doctor Strange movie. That's the biggest clue to where the Multiverse of Madness is taking us, and where we're exploring that. I mean, multiverse madness. I don't know what else to tell you about the future of the MCU. Even when it relates to Spider-Man, it's all there.